All right. Well, welcome to Tuesday, February 20th weekly weather briefing. Thanks for joining us, and we'll go ahead and get you the weather here in the next 4 or 5 minutes. All right, so looking out at the next week, we are looking for winter to continue. What that means is below normal temperatures are here to stay, and some on and off flurries transitioning to more of a light to moderate snow events as we get into the weekend. And that's also going to bring the potential for some winds and maybe some blowing snow. All right, so the big picture here, we've got a large ridge of high pressure over the eastern Pacific up into Alaska, cold Canadian low over the central Canada, and sandwiched between those is a northerly jet, which is continuing to bring that cooler air into our area, particularly the western U.S., and some disturbances. The first two coming down, one today and then one for Thursday. These will be pretty weak, mainly bringing some increasing clouds and flurries. Best chance for a fluffy inch of snow will be in the Camas Prairie. Tonight we will see some clearing across the northern valleys that will once again promote the potential for below zero readings. For the rest of the region, it's going to be cold, again single digits to low teens. Temperature outlook for the week. This is for Washington. We have Spokane on the top left, Wenatchee on the bottom right. Most locations are going to barely get above the freezing mark for the rest of the work week, with some pretty hard freezes at night. As we get to the weekend, though, we will start to see temperatures warming back up into the mid-30s north and upper 30s to low 40s across the south. Same goes for Idaho, warmer conditions down around Lewiston, but as you get up towards Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint, temperatures will barely break the low 20s the next few days, and not until the weekend when we're going to look at for temperatures to get above freezing. All right, so this weekend we'll have several waves of moisture coming in, bringing a chance for some moderate snows. The first one arrives Friday night into Saturday. This comes more of a northwest trajectory, so that favors the central panhandle, Camas Prairie, Blue Mountains, and Palouse, with the best chance for moderate snows. We will have some snow in Colville, Omak, Spokane, and into the basin, but amounts should be much lighter. Some decent snows will also be possible up in Chelan County for like Stevens Pass. There will be a little bit of wind, roughly 10 to 20 with some stronger gusts coming across the Palouse Friday night. That will bring the potential for some blowing snow in the areas outlined in yellow. As for Lewiston proper, down along the Snake River Valley, it may warm up a little bit more, so snow amounts may not be as great down there, maybe closer to an inch, and the threat for blowing snow won't be as high. Okay, that system departs Saturday night. The next wave of moisture comes in kind of more in a west-southwest trajectory for Sunday night, and that will expand the threat for moderate snows up into the north panhandle of Idaho and into northeastern Washington, as well as across much more of the Cascade Crest. This one will also bring the threat for some breezy southwest winds. This one may be more 15-25, gust of 30, so we're not looking for damaging winds, but any kind of winds with some snow, especially fresh snow, may result in some blowing snow. This does look like it's going to be a lot warmer, especially down across the Columbia Basin. So we will see a rain or switch to any kind of rain for precipitation down in these areas. And that will also bring the temperatures up into the mid-30s as far north as Spokane, Deer Park. So I guess the threat for blowing snow is not as great at this time. Again, and also for, this area down around Lewiston proper is outlined in blue, but they will be warming up as well and potentially see a switch to rain. So threat for moderate snow is not as great for that area, at least in town. And then as we get into early next week, we got a cool upper-level trough settling over the region. That's going to promote some fairly chaotic snow showers through the afternoon and potentially in the overnight hours. Amounts will vary greatly from one spot to another. Some places may get some locally moderate to heavy amounts. Other places may get very little at all. Temperatures, though, in the afternoon should be into the mid-30s to low 40s, but then overnight lows will be falling below freezing, cannot even rule out the chance for some single digits in locations that may have some fresh snow and clear out completely, especially up in those northern valleys. Snowpack's still looking good across the region. If anything, we've added to it in the last week. And the outlook for into early March, still looking at a strong signal for below normal temperatures and very little signal for precipitation anomalies. Thank you for joining us, and if remember, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Bye-bye.